Hello, my name is Jeremy Barnes, and today I'm going to do a trailer reaction to the official trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm fucking hyped to see Wolverine in his comic book accurate costume and finally interacting with Deadpool, so...
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar. Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave. Hi, Peanut. I need you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested. All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. You don't want this. Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about. Not my fucking problem. Is that what you said when your world went to shit? Come again. This Wolverine let down his entire world.
So he's a different Wolverine from any version we've seen.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback? Go fuck yourself. I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do. Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
Rob Life,
You
though.
were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Right, yeah.
This is so silly.
It's Sandra Nova.
This is what I'm talking about.
What the fuck? They use a fucking giant man skull for a base?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, that's just gonna go crazy. And honestly, I think that was like the perfect amount. Because they barely gave us anything. Damn, how the fuck was that 2:39? That shit went by quick as fuck. It felt way less than that. But yeah, even in that amount of time, I feel like they barely gave us anything, but just enough to kind of get us to understand like what's going on. So obviously from that first trailer we saw, like the teaser, we saw Wade Wilson getting recruited by the some branch or version of the TVA, and then now he's gonna be recruiting Wolverine, at least this version of Wolverine, seemingly to do some sort of good in saving at least one universe. And I don't know if he's saving multiple universes or what, because it seems like this Wolverine in his future will end up failing his world when the time comes for him to do something about it. But Deadpool with the TVA is giving him a chance to change that possible future and to prevent its destruction, which is really cool because it's really kind of hammering home what we kind of have been getting set up in other movies in terms of like this possible collapse of universes. But this is like it seems to be the first one that's like really leaning into that, like where they're actually gonna be trying to save a universe or more possibly. That hasn't really happened so far. We've just kind of found out about the multiverse in the first Multiverse of Madness film and incursions, like what would happen if universes kind of collide, or how they can basically become destroyed. And then we saw somebody from the main timeline of the MCU travel into a different universe, which could possibly lead to an incursion in the future. But this one seems to be actually about preventing incursions or destructions of universes. So it's really cool. And I wonder like who that portal was being opened by. If it's Doctor Strange or Wong, or if it's I would imagine it is somebody who's like a big level, big name sorcerer. Um, but maybe it could be even a magic wielder from the X-Men. Like just recently in the X-Men 97 animated series that is going on right now, a revival of the original X-Men animated series from the 90s. Spoilers, minor spoilers for that show. We saw the character Forge use magic that seems to be the same type of magic as the sorcerers in the MCU. So it could even be somebody from within the kind of mutant like bubble of Marvel. But I mean, I would imagine it would connect to the MCU in a bigger way, and it is somebody that we know from the MCU. It doesn't have to be the same version of them, obviously, but a version of a character that is pretty big in the MCU. And it's good that they didn't show like who opened it, but the fact that that magic is there, and then they showed the Void. We saw Eliath officially for sure in this trailer. It's dope. And honestly, I thought they were gonna show multiple Wolverines and Deadpools in this trailer. We did see Dogpool, which I believe might have been the only other Deadpool that we saw in the trailer, besides the main one that we've, I think, been following, and then obviously will be following in this version or in this film. So yeah, but I don't think that Wolverine is from any universe that we've seen yet. So it's a new Wolverine, and then we might see other versions as well, because I'd imagine because there's all these different like variations of Deadpool, they're probably gonna be jumping around into multiple universes. Possibly, I mean, maybe they won't be, but we'll see what happens. And who knows why they're going to the Void, or like what's going on there. Maybe Cassandra Nova has that base set up, and like she's doing something within the Void. But it's really interesting because beforehand, as far as we know, the person controlling the Void at the end of time was just a version of Kane. So if that is the case, where Cassandra Nova is operating there, that's kind of really interesting. And I hope they do go into that in the movie, because otherwise it kind of seems like it's not really in line with what we've been seeing going on so far in the MCU and in the multiverse saga, specifically with like the Loki show, because this is kind of going straight off of that with the TVA in the Void, like all that came from Loki. So some versions of this trailer, it says trailer 1. The one that I just watched, which was straight from Marvel, it just said official trailer. But trailer 1 makes it seem like there will be another trailer before the movie comes out. But honestly, I don't think we need one. Like, if they do release one, I'll probably watch it, because like I said, in this one they didn't really give too much, and I kind of do want to see more. But I feel like we don't need one. Like I've seen enough to like be hyped about it, and I think it's gonna be good. And Hugh Jackman's fucking perfect. Like, he's just right back into the role, no fucking problem at all whatsoever. He's like the GOAT Marvel actor. He's done, I think, the most movies in like a major role, of any actor playing any character in Marvel films. So it's exciting to see him back, and so easily just jump right back in. Like for Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man No Way Home, I feel like he did do a good job, but his performance was definitely different than he had in those first three movies. Um, Andrew was more in line with how he performed in Amazing Spider-Man 2. But it makes sense that would be the case because it wasn't as big of a gap for him as it was for Toby. But I think probably that gap might be kind of the similar time frame as Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. So yeah, but I'm excited, and in this one, it doesn't seem like they really showed that many X-Men cameos. Like in that first trailer, we saw Pyro. I think we saw a few other stuff, but maybe I just missed it. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.